Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. When I'm recording this, not necessarily when you're watching, of course, it is Monday morning, the something of January, the 18th of January, 2021. Thumbs up for that. Yay! A good thing. For the weather plague rat report, people were moderately good as much as I could see. They were wearing masks, you know, as much as they're going to. So, thumbs up on that. That part was good. For the weather, it was not raining. I mean, it rained on and off during the daytime, and sometimes the sun would come out and then it would go away again. But when I went walkies last night, the air was damp and the ground was wet in many places, especially southern Shelton. It's always wet there, even if it's dry in downtown and northern Shelton. It's always wet in southern Shelton, so thumbs up for that. But went walkies, it was nice. Didn't go to Walmart. As much as I want to keep up the exercise and such, part of it is also a mental component. And I actually went so late. It was like 8 o'clock or so. Good Lord. When I got back from walkies, it was 9 o'clock. Hope he smokes. Normally, I've been going to bed around 9 o'clock. So last night, now that the weather report and plague rat report is over, last night went to bed at around 10 o'clock. 11 o'clock, I was awake. And so every hour, every 45 minutes, every hour and a half, I was turning and flopping, turning onto my side, and toward the later part of my sleep period, I was being kept awake from pain. Before that, it was just, who knows? I sure don't. So thumbs up on that. Yay. So I'm pretty tired this morning, but at least I got some sleep, I hope. Life is life. Life is life. Not going to worry about it too much. There are some things that I have wanted to talk about because I keep thinking about them. This one's really silly. This one is really silly, and it's only, I'm parroting it. Yeah, parroting, like a parrot, thus parroting. Parroting this one because I was watching one of these YouTube reaction channels because Reddit reading reaction channels. There we go. Some of them I watch because, once again, I primarily watch YouTube videos for the people, and it's what they do is kind of secondary. I mean, it is important what they do, because even some of the people that I really love, just watch their Let's Plays religiously, if they are doing something that I really don't care about, then yeah, I don't watch it because it's actively boring. I don't care about what the game they're playing. You can't really be fascinating enough to make up for the fact that I don't care about what they're doing. So, but on this one, well, they're not all Reddits. Subreddits. Some of them those are Reddit subreddits too. Anyway, though, there was a post on the thing that had said, it was like, ants are now 7 feet tall. They've eaten your neighbor. You don't have a gun. You've got 10 minutes to set up your defenses in your home. What do you do? And my reaction upon hearing that one was, aside from the name being different, almost exactly the same as the guy who was doing the Reddit reading. And it's a guy called One Topic, so if you like those sort of things, check him out. It's actually pretty cool. Thumbs up for that. But he called his neighbor Dan, and so it's like the first thing he used language that I'm not going to. He doesn't often, but sometimes for comedic, and then they bleep it out. But it was just basically, it's like, well, first off, I never liked Dan, so it doesn't bother me that the ants got him. Now, and then just going on from that, it's like, well, your neighbor, I didn't like him anyway. Okay, so now that he's dead, fine, let's keep going. Again, that falls into my whole idea that anything can be funny, even death, and using someone's death as a punchline can be hysterical if done properly. Some of it is just simple shock value laughter. You know, it's like the I can't believe you tried to make that funny. And sometimes it can be funny. To continue side railing myself, yeah, because there was a time, I can't remember what it was, like 10 years back, maybe 5, 6, maybe 4, I can't remember. But that whole anything can be funny thing was coming up because there were a lot of disgraced comedians saying, oh, you know, you can't tell this kind of joke because it's not politically correct. And a lot of comedians said, oh no, anything can be funny. And so apparently this is a word that gets you demonetized, but it's maybe a posting of it right here, perhaps. This word, these comedians, many of them feminists, were saying, yeah, anything could be funny as long as you're not victim blaming. And then they were all making jokes where that was the punchline. And they were funny. Anything can be funny. Even the ending of a human being's life just as a punchline. So thumbs up for that. Now that I've derailed my conversation entirely with this thing, but I just wanted to talk about the ants. I didn't mean to get derailed off into something else, just off topic entirely. So for this one, I want to talk about it on the whole creative front thing. I've been thinking about a lot of my, prior to figuring out fully how to make the Cosmic Horror Pantheon stories, like my Infinite Room and Infinite... I can't even remember what to call it. I've been working on that, the whole story's there, and trying to fit it into the Cosmic Horror Pantheon stuff. The Adventures of Lemonhead fits fully into a Cosmic Horror Pantheon story because superheroes are cosmic horror manifestations. Cosmic horror doesn't have to be end of the world, end of all life, end of everything things. I mean, the Color Out of Time. Color Out of Time was the sequel written by somebody else. The Color Out of Space is the short story and Nicolas Cage adaptation of the book into the movie. It's horrific. A lot of people end up not alive anymore. But past that, with some nasty intimations for the future, possibly, it just affects this family. So it doesn't have to be world ending. Because remember, cosmic horror can be basically boiled down to a being, an object, a location, or a situation doing something, or, do all these things existing in ways that we cannot comprehend with our minds. And superheroes fit that. How do superheroes get their power? I don't know. None of us know. It doesn't make sense. Doing something or simply existing in a fashion we cannot comprehend. Superheroes can lift buildings. When you try to lift up part of a building, like just a corner, the building doesn't lift, you destroy the corner. And in superhero stories, you can lift buildings. That doesn't and cannot happen. They are doing things and existing in fashions that we cannot comprehend. Now, the whole with little or no regard for the safety of human life, that's not the superheroes in this particular case. It's the construction thereof, because take a look at supervillains and how much damage they do. If you look at the comic books, whenever there's a big battle, well, you can imagine there's got to be some casualties. Nobody comes out of something like that without at least a couple scratches. So yeah, it's superheroes and all that, just manifestations either too close to the border between the two zones of our multiverse, or some being of power entered that universe of the multiverse, and the extra universal energies it gives off are influencing everything in that world. Because even though we don't have the senses to feel and detect any of these things, they still affect us. We cannot see, hear, smell, heat. We can feel it, but these other senses were not designed to do that. They still affect us though. And so these energies affect us in that some people become superheroes, some become supervillains. There's a multitude of different reasons, ranging from magic to technoscience to who knows. And these are things that they use that obviously shouldn't work. It may be helping us. It may be stuff that can be made by people, but it is cosmic horror, and that it's stuff we don't comprehend, doing things that we don't understand. Even the stuff the superheroes use, even though the superheroes themselves are the product of the cosmic horror manifestation. So thumbs up on that. So yeah. Oh, what else do I have on my list? It's just a minor thing, so I'm going to jump onto this one instead. I have often thought, and it has really become really ironed into my thinking these days, it is a battle, I guess, between individualism and collectivism. Because I am more of a we and us and not I and me. I don't have to be hurt individually by something for me to know it's bad and not want others to be hurt. So I am more of an I versus a we versus me type. And yet, taking a look over here to remind myself what I'm doing, breadcrumbs, you gotta leave yourself breadcrumbs. On the other hand, there are these stories where there is the chosen one, there's a prophecy written. So collectively, you should, if you are of a prophecy, do it. You're doing it not just for you, you're trying to help everyone else. Because if it's like a Harry Potter type prophecy or one of these other prophecies, Terry Goodkind has written a series that's like 10, 15 books all written on his one concept of that. So prophecy and dealing and giving yourself to that, I understand. On the other hand, there's also the thought that I have had, where it's like this person has lived their life up to X point and then they're given the prophecy, you are the chosen one. Especially I was thinking about this when thinking about that big battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, when it's like, you were the chosen one. At that point, all my thoughts of this collectivist make things good for everybody, nobody has to suffer, it's like, no, I don't care if I'm the chosen one. It's my life. If I don't want to give up my life for all of you, then too bad for you. It's my life. I was not chosen. And if you say I am, I reject it. If I am, I reject it. If I had chosen to give my life for all of this, then that is one thing. But to be told I have to? No. So that's a big dichotomy up there inside of my head. And I don't quite know how to really bring that one together. Because, yeah, it would be nice if you didn't, just doom everybody in the world. I mean, that's like the movie, The Cabin in the Woods. At the end, I hate the ending. Because two people decide that it's time for humanity to be over. They decide not to do something, and so the old gods awaken, and everyone on Earth is going to die. It's like, it's not your choice. And there I am, thinking as a person in that situation and being the one that says, well, I guess everyone dies. I reject it and embrace it at the same time. Cognitive dissonance. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. Going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good comment, bad comment, a different comment. You took the time, you expended the calories. I'm going to go through later, thumbs up each one I read, answer as many as my executive dysfunction will let me do, thumbs up each one I do read. So there is that. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count an American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibromyalgia, mourning, ADHD, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember what my own name is. We have Christopher Thomas, thumbs up and thank you. Dead of Hines, that's a heck of a name, thumbs up and thank you. Confused Owl 29, greatly appreciated and always good to see you in the comments. Nicholas Fuentes, thumbs up and I'm glad to see that you are here, thank you. Doug Bowers, greatly appreciated. Barbara Vera, hopefully I got close, could not speak English. Russian timing, always good to see you in the comments, my friend. Triple X Tentacion, thumbs up. I do not know the character. Kamuri, thumbs up and thank you. #M, thumbs up and thank you. No Gal Watson, greatly appreciated. Aria Nex, thumbs up. Sierra Tapper, greatly appreciated. Freddie Wells, thumbs up. We have Yak TV, greatly appreciated. There is Snuffkin's Gay Ass. It's good to see you in the comments again. Yo Snerd, thumbs up and good to see you as well. Colin Reisenauer, thumbs up and thank you. We have Kapaki, good to see you as well. Thumbs up, thank you. Sebastian Ferris, good to see you in the comments. The Fallen with a 3 instead of an E. Epic Gamer Girl, thumbs up, sort of. R.L. Strange, greatly appreciated. Dallas Ralph Miller, thumbs up and thank you. Melissa R., good to see you in the comments. Greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is a very good thing. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated. Yesterday, I forgot to do this, but if you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. A definite thumbs up. And of course, if you could hit the notification button down there, notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very cool. Thank you so very much. Thumbs up on that. And of course, the lobster hat wearing duckhead of judgment suffers from a surplus of scorn. Something. How can I forget how that goes? I don't know, but I have. Still, it suffers from a surplus of scorn. My brain. And Black Lives Matter. Good golly, Miss Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. And justice for everybody, the jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs in police uniforms who keep brutalizing, beating, and murdering American citizens in their homes and on the streets. Thumbs up for that. Good golly, Miss Molly. What else do I say? I've forgotten. There's so much that I've got semi-scheduled anymore on my videos. Hopefully people watch this far. I hope so. If you don't, you don't. If you do, thank you so very much. It is appreciated. Oh, let's see. So we'll go with, please wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face. If you have to go out, practice your social distancing, but if you don't have to go out, please don't. This is a very bad time, and you don't need to risk your own life. That is not a good thing. And I can't remember how anything goes this morning. Isn't that special? So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. You gotta laugh. I mean, getting mad at yourself isn't gonna fix anything. So, take enjoyment out of it. Objectively, it's funny. Just because it's happening to me doesn't mean it's not. So, thumbs up on that. Stay as creative as you can. And practice as much self-care as you can. Boy, oh boy, my brain today.